Everyone, I am at the Clevenger Canyon South or Southwest Trail here in the San Diego area. Now, this is a beautiful, beautiful trail. It's kind of underrated. It's about 4 miles out and back, basically straight uphill and then back downhill. You might have seen it. There's a big granite boulder with 2 lawn chairs cemented into the top. It's on Instagram. Actually, this guide was a request from somebody who supported me with a donation and asked to find the spot and create a guide for the spot. So here it is. And anyway, it's a fun little hike. The views are beautiful. The chairs are neat, but the views are sweeping. You can see all the way, all the high peaks in San Diego. Now, if you want to do it, I have a full guide on Hiking Guy that has the parking and all that information. But otherwise, in this video, I will show you the turn-by-turn directions. And as always, if you're enjoying the video, if you could do me a big favor and just click the little thumbs up. It's easy enough. It helps me out a ton. So thank you. And it helps other people find the video. So they thank you as well. But anyway, here are the turn-by-turn directions to get to this cool spot. Okay, so there's a small parking area here. And from the parking area, you just cross over where you came in. And you head down this little trail here to the official start of the trail, the official gate. I think there's some used trails back over on the other side, but you don't want those. You want this, and you want to go through this little gate here. And once you go past that, you're going to pass some signs telling you not to smoke or start fires. There's also a little sign that says South Clevenger Trail, which is a good sign because that's the hike we want to do today. And right from the beginning, we're going to start going uphill, and it's not a real steep, straight up, straight down uphill like you find in some other parts of San Diego County. It is kind of gradual, and it does wind around and have some switchbacks. We're going up to that ridge. It's going to be our next kind of destination as we go up here. I'm sure when you're doing it, it's probably going to feel like you're going uphill. It's not easy by any stretch, but it's a 2-mile climb with some flat sections, and timing is everything. I'm here in the spring. If you come in the winter and spring, it's green. There's wildflowers. It's beautiful. You can see how lush it is right here. If you come in the summer, it gets really hot. It's almost all exposed. And when it's brown and hot, it's not quite as nice. Here we're going to pass the face rock as we go up here. Somebody drew a little face on there. Now at this intersection, we're going to go straight. We're not going to make the right-hand turn there, which I believe is the Southwest Trail. But we're going to go to the chairs and peak 1635. And here's another sign. Now, a lot of this area was destroyed in the fire of 2018. You'll see some evidence of it here. But those trees that are in the little canyon there, I think, survived. And there is a little seasonal stream that goes through here, comes down through this canyon or gully. We're just going to hop over it, and generally the trail is in good condition. There are some parts that are a little bit overgrown, and generally they're right around here where all the moisture is. As you can see, it is a little overgrown, but you're definitely not going to need a machete to get through here. You can kind of squeeze through. When you climb up, you can see some of the signs have been destroyed from the fire. Beautiful views down into the valley here. The views on this hike are beautiful. Even just the drive up is really spectacular. We're going to continue on uphill, and you do get a level section there, and you can see down in the distance. That's where we're going. That's the ultimate destination. But first, we have to climb the peak with that big pointy boulder in front of us. We're going to go behind that boulder, and that'll be the high point on the hike before we go down to the chairs. Peak 1635. You can see it gets a little flat here. At this point, most of the tough climbing is done. There's some little ups and downs, and here you can see we're going to go past this boulder, which you've been looking at the whole hike up pretty much, and we're going to go behind it, and then it's all downhill until we get to the final peak. Now, obviously, you have to come back the way you came, so you're going to have to do a little climbing on the way back, but it's not too bad. And from here on out along this ridge, the views are really, really spectacular. When you come to this big wide area, there's a little plot for housing over there. We're going to go to the left here. The trail's over on the left. Don't walk down to that area, which is private property. Right after that, you're going to see the chairs up on a boulder there. We're going to go straight, and we're going to look for a little side trail that cuts up at a 90-degree angle right here. This is a little shortcut to get up to the chairs. Now, we don't have to take this on the way down. We can take the trail straight. This is the quick way to get up to the chairs. You're just going to go around back. There used to be stairs. They're not there anymore. Now somebody has tied a little rope that you can just pull and climb your way up to the chairs to get the nice views. Now when you plop down on the chairs, don't do it too hard. You can see they moving around in the wind a little bit, but the views are very spectacular here. You can see up into the high peaks around us. And when you're done, we're just going to head back down. And instead of going down that little shortcut, you can just take the trail straight from there that continues on to the end of the hike, which will be just a minute or two past here. You can see the peak 1635 that we're going to head up to. And when you get up to the peak area, there's some viewpoints over to the left and straight where you can see Cuyamaca down in the distance. But we're going to make the hard right and go to the bench at the summit, which is where there is also a trail register. Now, I can't guarantee that it'll be there when you visit, but sometimes it's there. And then from here, you just enjoy the views and go back the way you came. So that's it. Really fun hike. Definitely recommend giving it a whirl if you have not already. And if you stick around for a second, I'll show you what the hike looks like on a map. But otherwise, I'll see you guys out there. Bye. All right, so from the parking area, we're going to start climbing right away. You'll also notice on the sat photo, there are some of these other trails here, and there are other trails listed on the OSM maps. I think those are older trails. They're not the current trails, so please just stay on the main trail and avoid any of the side trails. It's not too hard. It's a pretty well-marked trail. Here's the first ridge that I mentioned we gain, and then from there, it's a bit of an uphill with some flat sections as we go up here. And then at this point, when you come behind this peak right here, which is going to be the highest point on the hike, this is the boulder that you're going to see almost the entire time. There's this prominent boulder right there that we're going to go behind. And then from there, it's basically a downhill until we get to the chairs. Let me just zoom this around here, pan this around. There we go. Once you get to this high point, you can see we're heading downhill gradually until we get to the chairs. Here's that big turn where I said there was private property over there. Here are the chairs, and here's the little cutoff, and there's the trail around the back. And then we come back over here to the end of the hike, which is peak 1635. So that's the hike. It's pretty straightforward, and it shouldn't take you more than a few hours, but the views and the payoff are excellent. All right, guys, I will see you out in the trails.